Wait, you crashed! It still took it? Yes.
What's up, guys? As some of you may know, recently I had a pretty crazy race in Vegas, one of my 20-inch mains. So I've been compiling a lot of different angles from it, and I had the idea that I thought it'd be cool to just kind of put it all together as a video and give you guys a quick little rundown of kind of what was going through my head as it was happening. It was probably the craziest race of my life. I had lots of other people tell me, you know, dude, that was the craziest race I've ever seen. And so for those of you that haven't seen it, now you're going to see it. For those of you that saw it, you can kind of get my perspective of it as well as lots of different angles. So I'm just going to kind of show the different angles, and also I'm going to, you know, kind of say what was going through my mind as it was happening. So, as you can see, a lot happened. I was in fact wearing a bra in the main. So the story behind that is I lost a bet to my girlfriend Deanna. So we were just, you know, we're actually at a boxing match, amateur fighting, and so we were picking fighters, you know, trying to predict who would win, and sure enough, I picked the wrong fighter. So that was what I had to do because I lost my bet. And so it was already pre-agreed that we're gonna, you know, Saturday's main, I'm gonna have to wear a bra over my jersey in 20-inch. So it just so happened that I, you know, drew lane 8, and everything just happened to happen the one time that I was wearing a bra too, which made it even more crazy. So, anyways, I had gate 8, not the best gate, not the worst gate. As far as my gate, I mean, gate 8 sucks in Vegas. Like, it's horrible. I was already like, man, I'm wearing a bra. Everybody had something to say about it. Like, I just had to, like, get in the chutes and, like, not talk to anybody. Because I love all y'all, but, like, I can't focus if I'm trying to answer 30 people at once as to why I'm wearing a bra. Like, obviously, there's something going on. I probably lost a bet or something. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I was just trying to focus. I had gate 8. I'm like, man, this sucks. Like, everybody's heckling at me. I got lane 8. Fast people are on the inside. I gotta get over, man. I haven't lost the main event yet this year. This is gonna be the first one I lose. Like, ah, crap. So anyways, gate drops. Not the best gate, not the worst gate. I start getting over. First jump's pretty good. Not bad. And I see a couple wheels to my inside, and I'm like, alright, I'm not out in front. Like, I'm not clear, so I'm just gonna have to, you know, go as hard as I can. So, anyways, got to the double. Didn't do that the same way I had been doing it all weekend up to that point. I was mostly tap manualing and then landing on the pedals. This time I just kind of did an awkward, really steep manual and landed, and pedaled through it. And not that that was bad, but it wasn't as efficient. My pedal strokes weren't very strong. And then coming down the backside I was kind of off balance. And then you could see I kind of pedaled into the turn, and that was good, but my first like quarter of the way through, I wasn't even really pedaling. I was just going through the motions because I was trying to observe if I wanted to tuck in tighter, like somehow high-low or something. But then you could see I kind of pick it back up midway up through the turn, and I ended up pedaling just literally the whole entire turn. So anyways, coming out of the turn, I'm in third, I'm looking, and the guy in second has a good run on the inside on the guy in first. So I'm like, alright, cool, that's great. And they're pushing to the inside, they're, you know, because he's trying to move over and block him. So I'm like, man, this is perfect. They're going to go way high in the turn. I'm going to high-low both of them, easy. So I'm already moving right. And I'm going to high-low in the second turn. That's the plan. And then, sure enough, the guy in second high-sides because he got cut off too hard and he wasn't ready. And so, bam, he hits the deck right in front of me. Almost ran over his head, barely didn't. Thank God for that. So I stayed up, didn't go over the bars. Now I'm looking, and the same move's still gonna work. I'm like, alright, cool. Manual the triple, didn't even double manual it. Probably was better anyways. But anyway, so I come in the turn, and really, I'm already like chalk lined because I had to avoid the wreck. So really early on in the turn, I'm already cutting hard, and it worked out great. I came in, swooped hard, and then about mid-turn, you can see I actually stopped turning for a second so as to close the door, and then once I saw the door was closed, I made a sharp turn so as to not actually make any contact and carry my momentum, what was left of it at least. And then my back wheel broke loose and I was like, holy crap, I'm gonna die. But then it was fine because I pedaled out of it. And then, so I'm cruising through the rhythm, I'm like, man, I'm gonna win from lane 8 with a bra on, with that super swoop, like, man, this is crazy. I'm like, praise the Lord, I'm gonna win this race. And then next thing you know, go on the last turn, I'm just like, yeah, woohoo, bam, hit the deck. And I was like, oh, this is horrible. And so I'm sliding down the turn, and so like I knew instantly what happened, and so I kind of like rolled. I landed on my right side obviously, and so I rolled. The way I remember is I rolled onto my back, and so as I'm rolling onto my back, I feel someone hit me, boom, and I'm like, oh shoot. And so as that was happening, I transitioned onto my back, and my bike actually toppled over the top of me somehow, because my bike almost went over the turn. And then as I slid down, I don't know if I think I was still holding onto it some partially or something, and so it kind of flipped over the top of me. So as you can see from this angle, I actually ended up grabbing the top tube of the bike as it came over me. I distinctly remember seeing it, grabbing it. And so as that happened, that momentum kind of brought me to my feet, and then I just landed on my feet, and I didn't know there was a third place rider. I knew for sure I took out second. I knew for a fact, and I was like, all right. And so as I'm sliding down the turn on my back, kind of rolling over, I look, I can see the finish line, and there's nobody there. And so I'm like, well, shoot, I gotta go. So my bike's coming over, I grab it, and I have no idea at this point how many people are still up, how close they are, and I didn't even know that third place was right there and that they crashed. I didn't see that. So anyways, I get on my feet, I'm running, and I'm like, for sure somebody's gonna come any second now. It took like 10 minutes to get to the finish line, I'm telling you. So I get to the first roller, and I'm trying to time my feet to where like I can push off, like I'm pushing off the back side of the the lip, not running up the lip. So I take my little steps, boom, 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 and I'm trying to run and time it to where I can throw my bike out in front of me if I need to. And sure enough, I just run it in, and nobody comes, and I was like, what the heck? That just happened. The whole place is going nuts. I've never been, I've never heard such a loud crowd cheering for me, at least, in my life. And so I was like, dude, this is crazy. And so, like, I threw my fist in the air, I was like, yeah, that was crazy. And next thing you know, like, 40 people were just like, dude, that was crazy, that was so, and I was just like, what is going on? And so yeah, that's pretty much what happened. That's the rundown. So, that was definitely one of the most fun races I've ever had in my life, and one for the books for sure.
Oh my God! Dude, you good? Yeah. Wait, you crashed. It still took it? Yes.